It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it's coming up next.
With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said, the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense making their way out behind their former number 3 overall pick, who spent his last year as a 49er. It's Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise, and at his best, like a point guard.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards there, a big one.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 4. Again, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Here now, third and a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Sam Darnold, 29 yards. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. So from the 37, here's second down and 3. A give running right, Etienne. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Throwing, Jones. That finds the former Raven, Devin Duvernay. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Etienne up the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He was brought down by Kamu Brugier-Hill. Now 2nd and 5. Now Jones. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jonathan Bullard. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Brandon Powell deep from Minnesota. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
From his own goal line, Darnold. He's got a man, complete. Now inside the 25, Justin Jefferson, touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 95 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And able to get this out to the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Darnold. Dancing to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back to throw, Darnold. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make him. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we now, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josiah DeGuara 59 yards. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense has Sam Darnold headed back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And here's Jones again on second down. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. To throw is Darnold. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That is Josh Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack. And here's Ryan Wright now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is taken at the 23. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10 at their 38. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Flushed out right. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brenton Strange, 37 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Now it's Darnold. Caught on the right side by Jones. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And third and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Darnold. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him the 1st down. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown. Jacksonville. Travis Etienne scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Well, the Vikings offense and Justin Jefferson. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Jones is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So these 2 teams matching each other's score for score. This last touchdown, that bumps the lead back to 7 with the extra point to come.
And it's a heck of a way to play, isn't it, partner? You feel good about it because you continue to keep the lead and your offense keeps scoring, but you sure would like your defense to make a stop.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So now the Jags down by 8, 2:07 remaining. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. 2nd and 6 coming up. Looking to throw. Jones. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.